What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
So, Tuesday, Marvel, huge announcement.
Big announcement. They called a bunch of press down to the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood, and dropped some big stuff, so we're going to talk about it. First thing they dropped was in 2016. We already knew this was coming out, but we didn't know the title. Captain America 3, Civil War. What do you think about Civil War?
Well, first of all, when they first announced it, they had it called Serpent Society.
Mm-hmm.
But then later on in the thing, they brought out
Robert Downey Jr.?
Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans.
Yeah.
And then they those two started talking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the background, they had the thing, Captain America Serpent Society, but then changed to Civil War.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Blew people's minds. It was crazy. So a little bit about the Civil War storyline in the comics. Basically what happens is the government wants to sanction like mutant registration. So there's Iron Man, who's all for like helping out the government and complying with what they want. And there's Captain America, freedom, justice, all that good stuff. And he disagrees with the government and they butt heads. Basically what happens is the Marvel Universe is split in half and they fight each other. Crazy.
And with the whole mutant thing, that could be a possible segue to X-Men, possibly, maybe joining the Avengers storyline. But, of course, that all just depends if...
Yeah, they're owned by Fox
get,
right now.
Yeah,
But
that just depends if rights get transferred
Right.
and stuff. So
also, we're going to talk about this. We're going to come back to Civil War because there was another announcement with another character that plays in Civil War. But we'll get back to that. And then 2016, also Doctor Strange. Do you know anything about Doctor Strange?
all I know is he was a very smart scientist, and one of his experiments went wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and he lost something. I can't really remember what, but pretty much he went and got these powers that made him ultra super powerful.
Strange.
Well, his actual last name is Strange.
Yeah.
Which kind of a strange last name.
Ha. Ha.
Anyways,
Terrible.
yeah, that was pretty bad.
So yeah, Doctor Strange 2016. Then we all knew this was coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Pretty awesome.
First one was great.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the second one. Second one's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Very exciting.
Mhm.
Then they dropped something people weren't really ready for. Thor, but the title's Ragnarok. Ragnarok. What that means is there is bad stuff going down in Asgard. Loki's on the throne right now, as we know, from Thor 2. And Thor's going to come back to Asgard. Things are going to be a little different. And they're going to do the Ragnarok storyline, which basically consists of like this demon dude named Surtur trying to go to Asgard and pull a sword that ends the universe. So it's basically like Ragnarok translates to end of times in the Norse.
It's
so
pretty much the evil version of the Sword of the Stone.
it'll be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, and then this is the one I want to talk about. Black Panther. Black Panther 2017. Very stinking excited about this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
If you don't know the backstory on Black Panther, he's from this small isolated island called Wakanda. But for being an isolated island, they're very technologically advanced. They actually hold the mass amount of the rock that is made that makes Captain America's shield vibranium. That's like their main source of income, I guess you want to say. And Black Panther kind of was originally his father's thing, but then he was killed, so he pretty much took the name of Black Panther. So that's pretty much the backstory on that. I don't know if they're actually going to do that in the movie or not.
I think they are. And some of the reasons are that the Avengers Age of Ultron trailer came out, and Andy Serkis was shown in that trailer, and he had this weird funky beard.
Yeah.
And that is that's Claw.
Claw.
Ulysses Claw, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically that's a big kind of Easter egg to the whole Wakanda Black Panther thing. And also, one thing I noticed was Ultron is made out of vibranium.
Yeah.
He goes to Africa or whatever, wherever they're at, and gets that vibranium. Also, another thing pointing towards Black Panther is Cap's shield gets broken.
Mm-hmm.
That's made of vibranium. He's going to need to repair that.
Which, I mean...
Crazy.
His shield breaking, that's, unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never...
Yeah. Okay. So a little bit of Black Panther. But going back to Civil War, they cast Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, for the movie 42 and Get On Up. Pretty exciting casting. I was excited. Do you know anything about Chadwick?
No, not really. I mean, I saw him in 42, which I thought was really good.
Yeah, you did great.
But that's really all that I've seen of him.
I really like the casting of a newcomer. Someone not as well known. That's pretty sweet. So they brought him out on stage with Chris Evans and RDJ, and put him in the middle. And basically, he's going to serve as the Spider-Man in that Civil War story, where
he
plays kind of both sides. It's pretty exciting. Okay, this is a biggie. This is fun. May the 4th, 2018, Avengers: Infinity War Part 1. Part 1.
Oh my gosh, get goosebumps just saying Part 1.
Yeah.
It's just
you know what Part 1 means?
There's Part 2.
I'm just saying, there's Part 2. Okay?
And just knowing that Thanos is going to be the main villain is just because Thanos is the evil of all evils.
Yeah.
He's
big bad. He's big bad in the Marvel Universe. The Infinity is obviously referring to the Infinity Gauntlet with the Infinity Gems, which we might explain in a later video, the whole thing about the Infinity Gems.
Yeah. And probably, because they were introduced in Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, weren't they?
Well, they've been throughout, but they're kind of all displayed in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. But we'll get into more of that as we do more Marvel reviews, because we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay, Infinity War, Thanos is coming. There's a few here I'm not really well versed on. Captain Marvel, the first female superhero for Marvel, a solo movie. Carol Danvers is Captain Marvel.
See, what I'm used to having Captain Marvel was, I thought, a guy. So when I heard this, it was kind of confusing to me. But I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. After
Guardians, anything's at play. I love it.
Because pretty much Captain Marvel, or I can't remember. She's pretty much DC's version of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, in some ways, yeah. Very powerful.
Yeah.
Most powerful woman in Marvel Comics, arguably. Okay, this is another one. Not really sure on. November 2nd, 2018, Inhumans. From what I've read, basically, they're there's some race that were tested on, and basically they live on the moon. It's weird. It's weird. It's cool.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy was weird,
but
is brilliant.
Yeah.
So trust Marvel.
Yeah.
And then the big bad here, May 3rd, 2019, 1 year after Avengers: Infinity War Part 1.
Part 2. There's only a year span. And
1 year.
It's just glorious.
Which means they'll probably be filming them back to back.
Yeah.
Which I'm all for. You've seen that in the Hobbit movies.
Oh, yeah.
So, Lord of the Rings movies.
One thing that I was kind of almost shocked, though, I was hearing that there was going to be a Hulk movie somewhere, and that might be after Avengers: Infinity War Part 2.
Yeah.
But
no plans as of yet. Which, I don't know. Because there's been no Black Widow movie.
Like they said they were going to do.
And I really love Black Widow's character because she's been sprinkled out through all these movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that's what they're gonna do with Hulk. Also, he'll be in other people's movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's pretty exciting. One thing I'd like to ask you, what are your general thoughts of how this is all going to go down? Like, if you look at all these slates, starting Captain America, Civil War, to Avengers: Infinity War, what do you think's the big broad story?
Well,
do you have any opinions
first
on
of
that?
all, I think that actually this whole kind of war thing starts with Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
I think that.
So instead of Civil War, starting from there, it's going to start right in Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to not necessarily start right at the beginning of Age of Ultron, but as the movie goes, I feel like it's going to start to become like a what's the word I'm looking for?
A precursor to what's going to happen in Civil War.
Yeah, like heads are going to start to butt. Egos are going to start to collide and stuff. So, but that's just how I feel, and I'm almost certain that a lot of people have seen the trailer. But just like the end of the trailer with Ultron saying, "There are no strings on me," it's just like, oh my gosh,
breathtaking. James Spader's voice, my goodness. Okay, so here. I've been thinking a little bit about this because I'm very excited, very passionate about the Marvel stuff. I love that they're doing Civil War because those themes have been sprinkled since Avengers 1 when Cap and Iron Man are already butting heads.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I think it's going to sprinkle. But here's what's going to happen. This is my opinion. I'm just theorizing. Okay, it's going to start Captain America Civil War, right? Basically, half and half, splitsies. Thor's going to go one way, Hawkeye's going to go another way. They're all going to be split, okay? Split. Through Doctor Strange, through Guardians of the Galaxy, which will be more of the outer space stuff. In Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I think things are just going to go to crap in that movie. Thanos is going to start
reign in terror.
Same in Thor. Just bad stuff's going to happen outside of Earth, while everybody on Earth are really butting heads, and not focusing on what's happening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? Same with Black Panther. And then in Avengers: Infinity War, by that time, Thanos is going to have all of the Infinity Gems.
And it's going to be...
He's come to Earth, right? Where all the Avengers are divided. They're going to come together.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. I mean, it's like a 3-act structure, like Avengers 1, they form. Avengers 2, they split. And
Avengers 3,
they come together. Marvel, man.
Not to mention in the Avengers Part 1 and Part 2, all the other, movies that are being made that are not those movies or whatever. What's up?
It's true.
It is true.
Where's the cookie?
How's the cookie?
Did I just ruin your video?
No, this is a great part.
Yeah.
This is my favorite part.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, all the heroes that are going to be added into the Avengers. Oh man.
It's amazing.
Because they're going to need all those heroes just to face Thanos.
Yeah, exactly. Guardians are going to come together by Infinity War. Inhumans has come out, so I'm sure they're going to join in. There's going to be 20 superheroes fighting this one big bad.
And they're still probably going to struggle.
Exactly. He's got
it's just like...
Gauntlet. But first, before we get to that, we still got to worry about Ultron.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
There's no strings to weigh me down.
Oh, listening to that and just hearing that in the background, I was like, I can feel the tension. Marvel movies in the past has been, all, action, but really funny.
Yeah.
I mean, and I thought that's how Iron Man 3 was going to be.
Yeah.
We'll get to that when we review that movie, but
yeah.
This movie... Watching that trailer, there is no possible way, in my opinion, that they could...
Things are going crap really fast.
Just seeing Bruce Banner looking so...
Yeah.
he's freaking Hulk. And he's cowering with a blanket around him.
Yeah.
It's just like...
It's insane. It's good. It's good.
And then there's Ant-Man, which I don't really know a whole lot about Ant-Man, but all I know is that he is a pretentious dirtbag.
Yes.
Because he's like, okay. So Tony Stark is like the jerk kind of douche.
Yeah.
And Ant-Man is the smart kind of douche, which is worse in my opinion. I can't
Hate those guys.
handle them. They're just so annoying.
There's no strings on me.
It's gonna be so good. It's going to be so freaking good. Like, oh my gosh, words can't even explain how much money I'm going to blow going to see these movies, probably multiple times each. Like, it's, oh my gosh.
Hopefully.
Oh,
All the job.
and that's just Marvel. There's the Fantastic Four movies, X-Men movies, Star Wars. There's another Star Trek movie coming out.
DC! Sorry,
Oh,
I'm a big DC fan.
I'm more Marvel, but you know.
I love Marvel, though. Don't get me wrong. Don't be hating. Alright? Hater ain't appreciating.
Don't say that.
That's super lame. I apologize.
Well, now we both have had super lame quotes in this video.
Yeah.
So.
Mission accomplished. I think that's the best.
So, pretty much bottom line, the next 6 years?
6 years,
The
man.
next 6 years when it comes to movies.
We're good. We're set. Us fanboys. Ooh, we're living in a good age.
It's good. It's gonna be a good time.
Don't even get me started on Batfleck. I'm so excited. Okay? I'm talking to you.
It stopped. Oh no, I didn't.